Hello again, it's Anth Quinn with another of the Alliance Code introductory videos, and today I'm going to talk about the power of focus. I'd like it to help you get even clearer on the importance of thinking about and focusing on what you want. Now, we've all heard it's important to have goals, but how does the simple act of having clear goals help you to get more of what you want in your life? The law of attraction people would have you believe that the universe matches your energy and attracts the things you focus on into your life. I personally believe that this is no more than clever marketing and disempowers those who choose to believe it. I believe that we live in a world of huge opportunity, and the law, if it is a law, that brings new things into your life has very little to do with attraction and everything to do with focus. You see, you can only experience the world, the external world, through your five senses: sight, hearing, feeling, smell and taste. And your senses are continually bombarded with information from the outside world. In fact, it's been estimated that you're actually absorbing more than 2 million bits of information per second. If you were to be aware of this suddenly all at one time, you'd probably suffer some sort of mental breakdown. But you don't, because your unconscious mind can filter out huge amounts of information so that you only need to pay attention to what is important. And this is the power of focus. Imagine that this egg-shaped little fella here is you, and there's an external event. What a lot of people seem to think happens is that the information from this external event goes into the brain and then comes back out, and so we see the world as it really is. But that's not what really happens. With the same external event, the information goes into the head and is filtered before we make sense of it and create our own internal model of the world. This is what we react to in the outside world. What this means is that you do not actually operate according to physical reality, but to an internal model or map that you have created to represent and make sense of reality. You then project this model out on the world, so you begin to see the world through your own personal filters or model. And this is the background of sayings such as, "You see the world not as it is, but as you are." Now this all sounds a bit esoteric, but there's some really common examples that will make it clear to you. Imagine, for the sake of argument, that you've just gone out and bought a new car. What happens? Well, the best way I think of explaining this is a bit like an internet search engine. You've decided to buy a new cool red car, and it's like you've typed in cool red car into an internet search engine. What happens when you click search? Suddenly, there it is, you see a red car. But do you just see one? No. Suddenly, they're everywhere. There's red cars everywhere you go. What happened? Is it some kind of conspiracy? Did the universe change? No. You change your filters, and the world around you immediately seemed to change. It's that simple, but that profound. What appears in your life as a result of what you are filtering for. Okay, but how does recognizing this help you to get more of what you want in life? Well, imagine walking through life with a vague goal. If you have vague goals, you don't really know what's important, and your brain doesn't know what to filter for. You could be literally surrounded by opportunity. You could be stood in the middle of a huge opportunity. But because you're not filtering for it and this information is everywhere, you just don't see it. And people like this spend their days bemoaning their lot and complaining that they never get a lucky break. They just don't see the opportunities that are all around them. Whereas, someone with a very clear goal would actually know what is important to them, and they can see opportunities as they appear. It's much easier for their unconscious mind to filter because they know what's important. So the mind will start to pull opportunities seemingly out of thin air, which makes them very happy. So Imagine, even with small opportunities, because they've got finely tuned filters and their unconscious mind is always looking for what's important to them, these people with very clear goals can see opportunities much more easily and tend to have a much more positive outlook on life. So here's a summary. You were bombarded with huge amounts of sensory data, and you filter it out on the basis of what is important to you at the time. You create much of your world by what you choose to focus on. You see your world not as it is, but as you are. Choose what you focus on, and you'll bring more of it into your life. It's a really quick example for you. Assuming you are somewhere safe, what I'd like you to do is just take a moment, close your eyes, and repeat in your head really quickly, blue, 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 blue. Now open your eyes. What are you aware of? Now, close your eyes again, and repeat, red, 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 in your head. Now open your eyes, and what are you aware of? It's amazing how just changing your internal dialogue changes what you're aware of in the world. I'd like you to think about that as you go through the day and begin to focus on what you want. Bye for now.